Welcome to Lead Pods, the official leadership podcast from USMB for pastors and church leaders, where our goal is to increase our impact together.
Hello, friends. My name is Matt Ersman, and I am the host of Lead Pods, and thank you so much for listening today as we celebrate the 100th episode of Lead Pods. Can hardly believe that we've done 100 of these, but thank you so much for listening the past, 4 years as we've been doing this together. Today, I'm going to keep this intro pretty short and sweet so we can get right to the episode today, but I actually wanted to give you a quick heads up. We recorded this several months ago when the whole USMB staff was in Wichita for a meeting, and so we took advantage of us being together to record some time together. But we recorded at Ridgepoint, where I work in Wichita, and our building was very much under construction when we recorded, and so I just wanted to give you a heads up that there is a few random little beeps and construction-y noises that you'll be able to hear about halfway through. So wherever you're listening, there isn't some weird fire alarm or car alarm going off. That's some kind of forklift or something going off in the background, and I apologize for that, but just wanted to give you a heads up. So today, the USMB staff and I take some time just to look back over the 100 episodes. We've got some trivia for you. We've got a cool prize giveaway, but we mostly just spend some time looking back and looking ahead at what Lead Pods has become. And it's also just a really great chance for you to hear the heart behind some of the USMB folks that you probably don't get to hear from very often. So let's take a quick break now to hear a little bit of information about our upcoming convention this summer. And then you'll get to listen in with the USMB staff as we celebrate the 100th episode of Lead Pods.
USMB Gathering 2024 will be held at the Doubletree downtown Omaha, Nebraska, July 23rd through 27th. The hotel is located in the heart of the city, just 4 miles from Epley Airfield. Reserve your hotel room by July 1st to receive the discounted group rate of $119 per night. For more information or to register, visit www.usmb.org/USMB-gathering-2024 or call 1-800-257-0515.
Okay, friends, so we have a different show in store for you today. We are celebrating the 100th episode of Lead Pods, which is very hard to believe. But today I'm on my home turf today. I'm at Ridgepoint where I work, and we've got the whole USMB team in person today. So it's fun to get the whole group together, and we've got some questions. Our friend JL has put together a little game, and we're just going to spend some time looking back at the last 100 episodes and looking forward to the next 100, 200, 300. I don't know. How many episodes are we going to do with this thing? I don't know. We'll see. But first, I think it'd be helpful for us just to go around the circle here real quick for everybody in the room. People listening probably know at least some of you pretty well, but they probably don't know all of you very well. So really quick, we've got the whole USMB team in one place. Let's get to know each other real quick. Don, let's start with you. Who are you and what do you do?
Don Morris, and I get to serve as a USMB National Director.
And I'm Brian Harris, and I am the USMB Church Plant Mobilizer.
Donna Sullivan, and I'm the Administrative Secretary.
I'm Lori Taylor. I started as the Administrative Assistant, and then I was demoted. I dropped down to Webmaster.
I'm J.L. Martin, and I am the bookkeeper, event planner, and social media coordinator.
I'm Connie Faber, and I am the editor of the Christian Leader magazine.
I'm Janae Schaefer. I'm the administrative assistant to the national director and the associate editor of the Christian Leader magazine.
So let's see. I know JL, you've been on an episode. Brian's been on an episode. Donnie been on a couple. Let's see. I think Janae and Lori, you were on maybe one of the first one of the very first launch things. And Donna, we talked to you not too long ago. So you've all had at least a little bit of presence on the podcast, so it's good to have us all together. Okay, so the first question we just want to hear from everybody, or at least some of you. Some of us are like very involved in the podcast. Some of you, you've been guests. Hopefully you've listened to at least a couple of them. But from your perspective, what have been some of the most exciting, fun things on your end as we've gotten 100 episodes so far into Lead Pods?
Well, I get the job of putting the podcast on the website every time it comes out, so I get a sneak peek right away. And I've just really enjoyed listening to them, especially the diversity of the topics. I never know what's going to show up in my inbox.
That's what I was going to say, the diversity. When I looked through the kinds of people that have been on, all different kinds of professions and interests, and then just the different things they've talked about, prayer and parenting and disabilities. We've gotten to know new employees of our conference ministries and agencies, and it's been really good.
When we first started this, I think we wondered how many people would actually listen to an episode. So would it be 5? Would it be 20? And so I think one of the most fun things has been just to see how many people are downloading and listening. And I think at this point we're at about 13,000 downloads altogether, which to me is incredible. And I don't think we anticipated quite even that level of participation. So that's really fun.
I would say the most exciting thing, I was involved in kind of the implementation of LeadPod, so actually choosing Matt to be the host and meeting with him to kind of talk through what that would look like, and then figuring out how do we ask guests to be a part of it and how do we promote it, all of those details. So it's just been fun to see how each episode just kind of flows pretty smoothly now, and that's fun to see from being there from the very beginning.
I travel a lot, and while I'm driving, it's fun to listen and use that time kind of double as getting to a place, but actually getting to a place and be able to listen to a podcast. Because a lot of times if I go to a location in Oklahoma, I can get it all in, and the quality of it has been exceptional.
Yeah, I would second that. Matt, you do a great job as host, and to me, I think it's exciting that we offer this resource for people. I like to listen to podcasts while multitasking, doing things around the house, and it's just exciting that we have a resource like this for people.
And it's fun to share with people outside of the USMB family. Like I tell my kids about them, and it's fun to be able to have something to say, hey, listen to this. This is great.
Okay, JL, you ready? Our friend JL has put together a game to put everybody to the test here. So take it away, JL.
So I figure since we're on staff for USMB, we should know all of these answers because, of course, we're all listening to all of them. And so we're going to play a little game. And so the first question I have is, what are the top 5 downloaded episodes? And so you can work together as a USMB staff. We'll practice our communication and getting along skills. What are the 5 top episodes that we have people are downloading?
Wow.
Can we look at a list of the podcasts?
No, you're supposed to know that.
Oh, man. One of them was...
So are we supposed to toss some out here? Like
you're going to work together to try to come up with top 5. So this is kind of your one question you get to work together on.
Okay.
Well, Wendell and Peggy's was one of the top ones, I know. And that was an historical, right? Okay.
Yes, so that's good job. That's one of them. Peggy Gertzen and Wendell Lowen on the history of the NBs, and it was the I can't remember the title, but Underdogs was in it, and so that's one of the top 5 episodes that we've had.
How about the one where Matt interviewed AI? ChatGPT, thank you.
Good job, Connie. Another top 5 is the ChatGPT interviews ChatGPT. So
Yes.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. I liked the one where Dr. Glanzer talked about his near-death experience.
It's not one of the top 5, but
It was a good one.
it's a good one.
Yeah, about when the new president, Dr. Jansen, and then where Dr. Stevens were introduced and got to introduce themselves. And
So the Dr. Stevens podcast is one of the top 5.
All right, I
He
got
was
one.
introduced. So
Yeah.
you got 3, 2 more. You were close with Dr. Jansen. It's not quite one of the top 5, but it's connected. I'll give you that hint. So it's connected there. We'll do our Tabor plug. So something with Tabor.
Oh, the one on trauma.
That's correct. So the other one is Dr. David Stevens talking about trauma, and that is it a major at Tabor?
A new one. For educators.
And the last one is the top podcast that we have downloaded. We haven't picked that one yet.
Goodness.
I think it has to be when I was on, probably.
Okay, how about the one on Ukraine that MCC speakers did?
No.
No?
Getting close as well, but not yet.
If we were a family and Family Feud, we'd be doing pretty good, though.
You are doing very well, but you don't have the top one. So the hint is this person is not, so the kind of byline is the best of us to the rest of us. So this person is not MB, but they've been a part of a event that we put on.
MCC something? No.
Paul David Tripp? No.
Katie Cole.
Nope. The top one was Rob Reimer talking about Soul Care. So that is the most downloaded podcast that we have had.
Well, that was a good one. I just didn't think of it.
And his name is Reamer.
Reamer? Okay.
Yep, it looks like Reimer, but it's Rob Reamer.
Well, that's good to know.
Yep. Deep in the archives.
Old one. Okay, the next question. Other than the introductory podcast where we kind of introduced what we were going to be doing, who were the first guests on Lead Pods?
Some of the USMB staff. No.
That was the teaser that he was, yeah.
After that teaser, what was...
Was it Peggy Gertzen?
No.
Okay. No. I was going to say Esther Leonard.
No.
No.
She was one of the
She was one of the first ones.
She was early.
She did one on prayer.
And this one was on prayer.
Stephen Humber?
Stephen Humber and...
Jana Hildebrand?
Nope.
No.
Stephen Humber and Kelly Pankratz were
Kelly
our
Pankratz.
first two guests.
episode 1.
Okay, last question for our little game. What guest has been on the podcast the most?
Matt.
Terry?
It's a good guess. He's been on several times, but he's not the record holder.
Tim Sullivan.
No. Also very close.
Stephen Humbert?
Peggy Gertzen. No, I didn't think so.
Technically, I am right. Matt.
You are right. Person that's been on the most is Ben Connolly.
Oh.
He's been on, I think, three,
maybe four.
Four times. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are my
Great game. So who won? We all won, right?
We all win in this.
There's 100 of them. How are we supposed to remember all that?
Yeah, no, you're telling me.
So I'm going to ask you a question. What has been the most exciting thing for you being a part of Lead Pods?
I think what you all said earlier, I think we've made a really good mix of internal MB stuff and bringing in some outside experts that can kind of help us with things that we're not experts at. I think in my opinion, we've walked that line really well, where we have MB faces who are really familiar that people want to hear from. There's important updates from our churches and our districts and our leadership. But then, all these outside people, whether they're speakers at convention or we just kind of random people we've stumbled across, we wanted to get to know better. I think we've had a really good mix of MB, non-MB, learning from all kinds of people. I think it's been really great to learn together.
I think there's good diversity because not being a pastor, there's still plenty of episodes that I'm very interested in.
One of the other things that we wanted to accomplish with this is to have an archive of these for different subjects that people could, they wanted information about or to listen to something about, they could go and to look at one of the ones from the past. So
yeah,
I'm hoping people are doing that and are listening to the archived episodes.
Yeah.
And so if we have 100, we have another 100 or whatever. Mm-hmm. There should be a good cadre of different topics that are covered.
Mm-hmm. I just thought of another trivia question, JL, we should have included. There's one more person very involved in Lead Pods who's not here around the circle, but she is on every episode. Do we know who the voiceover talent of the Lead Pods is? Does everyone around here know who that is?
Is Kyle's wife? Is that
Katie.
Yeah, Katie Goings.
Yes.
A professional voiceover artist. She does that like professionally, and she's does most of our ads and our intro and outro every week. So really grateful to have Katie involved too.
It's a great voice.
Yeah, she does a great job. So I guess I want to hear maybe again from all of you, now that we've done 100 of these, what's next? Like what do you want to see as we continue this thing? What should we do more of? What dreams or ideas do you have looking ahead? What do the next 100 episodes look like to you all?
I think one of the things that will happen in the next 100 episodes is we have several people on our USMB staff that are stepping into transitions out of leadership. And so we're going to have new people that are going to be coming on staff as national director and other roles. And so, introducing new people to our USMB family that will be on staff serving them. So that will be one thing that I think will come up here in the next 100.
I noticed that some people just shared their own personal testimonies and stories when I was looking through the last 100. And I think it will be fun what new stories we find to share. Because I learn a lot from other people and the experiences they have. And so, who will we hear from next? Just telling their own story.
I'm hoping we have a lot of church planters that get to share their stories about planting new churches. And the other thing would be as immigrant churches come in and as they become more of a part of our family, for them to be able to share their stories, I think is something I'm looking forward to.
One thing I really enjoy, and one thing that's impossible to predict, but one thing I'm looking forward to, is that I think the podcast gives us a chance for there to be an MB voice kind of quickly on whatever's happening in the world. So we kind of joked, we started this in March of 2020. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Before COVID hit, we launched the podcast like a couple of days before COVID hit. But we were able to talk about it pretty quickly, and we were able to get kind of an MB perspective on what was going on around the world. And we had the Ukraine episode where we were able to talk to MB representatives from around the world who can chime in on what they're seeing. In 2020, we had no idea that there would be a thing called ChatGPT. Yeah. But once it launched, we were able to kind of throw our spin on it, right? So whatever happens in the next however many years, I think it's helpful for us to have a relatively quick way to get information out from our MB perspective on whatever's happening in the world.
I was thinking about that too. I think that's something that we should take advantage of, because there's lots of things that we wrestle with and think about, contemporary issues. So yes, let's think about it together and see what kind of perspective we have as Mennonite brethren, as evangelical Christians.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I think we've gotten better at, but I think we can continue to grow, is I would love for the Christian leader and lead pods to keep working together. And if you have a special highlight you want to go deeper on, maybe we have that person on the podcast, vice versa. Just kind of help, since we have the same audience in mind, let's kind of keep working together to get our information out there. Okay, well, I know if there's anything else, I know we at least need to talk about a giveaway. JL, do you want to tell us about the special prize that we have in store today?
Yes, so we wanted to do something different for this episode, but we also wanted to make it fun. And so we have a $100 gift card drawing that will be happening. And the way you get entered into that drawing for the gift card is when we post about this episode, you need to comment about your favorite episode of the last 100 and then share that on whatever social media you're on. And those people will be entered into the drawing to win a $100 gift card.
Yay.
Awesome. To where? Where do we get to go?
I haven't bought it yet. So I guess don't know yet.
Obviously, the USMB staff is ineligible to.
Yes.
That was my question.
You all work for USMB, so you are not eligible to enter. Or you can comment and share, but you're not going to win.
That's good.
I think one of the things to know about our staff is we're a pretty small staff, but we love being able to serve you as a USMB family and to be able to help you in our various roles. All of us do very different things around the table, but we work really well together to be able to accomplish a lot through that.
One of the things I'd like to say is we have the staff around the table. I don't think that most people realize just how gifted these people are and how much really, really good work they put in on behalf of the U.S. Conference family. And they go above and beyond, and they're all wonderful to work with. And it's been a real privilege for me to be able to serve as national director with a staff like this, because these are just fantastic people. Each one of them loves Jesus and wants the best for the kingdom and for the USMB family. They do much more work than the number of people around this table should be able to accomplish. And I just hope that our USMB family appreciates that and understands what a gift this staff is to us. And I know that many of them, some of us are going off and retiring, but many of them will continue on, and looking forward to seeing what God continues to do through these great servants.
This last year or so, since I've been on staff, went from being a pastor in church for 18 years, and now being able to go around and visit. I think I've caught up with 80 plus churches in this past year. And I have been thoroughly impressed with the heartbeat of all these churches. You don't know people real well because I'm stuck out there in Western Oklahoma for that period of time. But after getting around over this past year, we have an awesome family, and it's great to see all these diverse personalities and styles working together for one big mission. I like to think of it as the Luke 10:2, harvest workers linking arms together. It's real neat.
When you work as the Christian Leader editor, you read church bulletins, you visit websites, you go to district conventions, and my comment would be sort of what yours is, Brian, that there are so many wonderful stories of how our local churches are making a difference in their communities. And we enjoy telling those stories in the magazine. And it's exciting. It's encouraging.
And to tie into that, if you're sitting out there listening and you're saying, I know somebody that would be a great guest on Lead Pods, you can contact Matt or you can contact myself. Let us know kind of your story and kind of what you would like to share. We'd love to be including as many stories as we can. So if you know somebody or if you want to volunteer yourself, get in touch with us. We'd love to have you on one of the next 100, 200 plus episodes in the future.
Yeah, going back to staff, I would say I got hired 15 years ago, yesterday actually. And I was originally supposed to only have a 3-year date working for Ed Boschman, and then he thought when he retired that staff position would change. And in 2020, when my mom got sick, I really thought I was going to retire, but Don called me up and said, we really would like you to stay at some capacity. And I was so relieved, because even able to just do the webmaster work, like the website work, keeps me attached to not only the staff, whom has all become a family. I mean, even though we don't work in the same office, we are very, very close, and we stay connected through email. But also just seeing all that I've seen over the years, when you are as a staff, you hear the stories of new pastors coming on or new churches being launched or new things happening all around the denomination. And it's so encouraging, because when you are behind a computer screen, especially working from home, you can feel isolated. But when you realize you're a part of this big kingdom ministry that just keeps growing and expanding and lives are being changed, it's really a rewarding job. And I am grateful that I have been here, and it'll be very difficult to not be connected in this way after July.
I guess I'll just say, as I'm on staff, technically, I'm the outsider in this room, but I thank you for letting me do this. I really enjoy it. Thanks for taking a chance on me, and I just really am grateful for the opportunity. And a couple of times I've had people come up to me and say, hey, I listened to your podcast. And I was like, no, wait. it's not my podcast. Like, it's our podcast. The 7 of you do a ton of work. There's a lot of people who put a lot of work into it. It is not my podcast. It's USMB's podcast, and I'm so grateful that I get to be a part of it. So thank you for including me for this long. I had no idea how many episodes we would do, but I don't think I even thought we'd do 100, and here we are. So it's just really cool to see it come as far as it has.
You're just getting started.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, thank you, because I know you put a lot of time and energy into it, and you've done a great job with it. Again, I think it's the podcast that it is. A lot of that is because of you and all the work that you've done, your creativity, and I'm glad that when I thought of you as a person to do this, you've lived up to that for sure. So thank you for all your work.
We should thank the listeners too. There's hundreds of people listening to each one of these that we put out, and we wouldn't do it if they weren't listening. So thanks to all of you listening for tuning in every week.
For sure.
Okay, there we go. I guess that's 100. All right, way to go, team. See you in the next 100.
Thanks for listening to Lead Pods. Make sure you don't miss an episode by subscribing to our show wherever you're listening today. Learn more by visiting usmb.org. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll see you next time as we learn more practical tools to increase our impact together.